Hello and welcome to IABM TV. I'm joined today by Aziz Mousa, CEO of Forscene. Aziz, welcome to IABM TV.
Hello.
So to start with, Aziz, can you tell us a little bit about Forscene?
Sure. Forscene is the world's most advanced cloud video editing solution. We were the first cloud video editing solution. We launched our first product in 2004, and now we remain the most advanced version. You can do things that really shouldn't be possible in the cloud with Forscene. It shouldn't really be possible to access and shuttle through media at a 1.2 megabit connection, but you can with Forscene. Shouldn't be possible to run 18 camera multicam with Forscene through a cloud, but you can with Forscene. It shouldn't be possible to distribute media in under a minute through a cloud solution, but again, you can with Forscene.
Okay, so what's new with Forscene? What can you tell us about that you're launching at the show or anything?
So we're constantly evolving the product, and there's lots of features that come out all the time, particularly around integration through the value chain, so bringing in new types of content. This year in particular, we're focused around our roadmap that we've agreed with Amazon Web Services. We'll in fact be migrating our entire platform to AWS over the coming months, and that will allow for some really profound implications within media. Any broadcaster, any sports rights holder, any distributor who has content in cold storage in AWS will be able to access that content, transcode it into the cloud, search it, and use it alongside their live productions, alongside their produced productions, alongside their user-generated content. So that's the big thing we're announcing this year. We've also launched a mobile upload solution and a super simple web editor for those who have never edited before that we call Forscene Lite.
So the mobile upload app was, I was particularly interested in that. What can you tell us about that and how that's going to help people?
Sure. So what we found is that there are surprisingly large numbers of workflows that require mobile content. Anything from citizen journalism to journaling a journey through a show, particularly as it relates to high audience engagement shows, things like for example, The Voice or X Factor, where you have an audience at home engaging with the content, and you also have members of the public engaging in the show through different stages. So what we found was a really super simple way to collect content from mobile and ingest it directly into Forscene. So it works in three different ways. It's either a native app for iOS or Android, or it's an SDK that our clients can integrate within their existing apps to collect content from their audience, to use that content alongside their produced content and alongside their archive and live content.
Okay, so Aziz, you said at the beginning about how a number of things shouldn't be possible on the cloud but are with Forscene. In a short response, why should somebody use Forscene in a cloud-based editing software rather than a desktop-based one?
Well, I think that what the cloud offers you is extreme flexibility in terms of location and in terms of device. I don't think that we're necessarily a replacement for the incumbents, for Avid and FCP and for Premiere. We work very closely with all three companies. But what Forscene allows our clients to do is to access their media from anywhere in the world and on any device. So you can have an executive producer reviewing content on an iPad in a beach somewhere. You can have editors on the train rough cutting their content and then conforming that content back against the high res for finishing in FCP or in Premiere or in Avid.
So it's made it much more flexible for the user.
Absolutely.
Okay. And what developments can we expect to see from Forscene in the future?
What we're really focused on right now is improving our speed to market. So we're already one of the fastest distributors of live highlights, clips and packages. We've announced recently an agreement with an iconic sports brand in the US, and their key workflow was about getting content to digital markets quickly. Using the other technology that they were using, they would go from a live stream to a highlights clip being available on their Facebook page, and it would take 35 minutes. With ours, it took under 3 minutes. Okay. So what happens if we can get that to under 2 minutes or under 1 minute, or in fact under a minute, under 30 seconds? Sports in particular, it's a very unique space, and speed to content of market directly relates to dollar values in terms of advertising revenue and sponsorship revenue. So if we can crack that nut, I think we'll be able to make a lot of rights holders very happy.
Interesting. Everyone we've spoken to at the show, sports has been mentioned at some point during the interview.
Yes.
Do you think what is it that makes sports such a great way to showcase all these products and why they use so much in it?
You know, I think everyone can relate to sports. Everyone played sports when they were a kid. Everyone has their favourite team. And I think there's something very emotive about the sporting experience. There was a time I remember when I was growing up that, you know, it would be very easy to hide away from what was the final score in a specific game. You just had to not look at teletext for a period of time. And it's really hard to miss sports scores or breaking moments in sports nowadays. But like everything, it's about speed to content of them, speed to market of that content. So the first person to distribute typically wins. So I think that whenever anyone's trying to showcase something that delivers speed, sports is the ideal solution to do it.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So lots of solutions coming from Forscene. You can find out more at forscene.com.